Welcome into SWOSUathletics.com. I'm John Liddle, sitting down with Karltrell Henderson. Our offensive guest this week will have Trevon Hartfield in a moment as well. The Southwestern Bulldogs get a huge win over number 9 Ouachita Baptist last week, and this week they play at Henderson State. They're in Arkadelphia. And Karltrell, first of all, congratulations. Great week last week, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It was great to see. What I loved most of all, I think, last week was the patience that you showed in the running game, letting things develop out in front of you, trusting your pulling guards, and trusting some of that backside motion to open things up for you. Has that been a process for you to try to learn to trust plays and let them develop?
Yeah, because I'm still figuring it out. I'm still figuring some things out, but my linemen's doing a good job on getting their blocks and making their right reads as well as me. So that's just making everything just go into place. So I got to give it all to my linemen and my receivers that make their blocks and just pretty much do a good job as well. So
that initial touchdown run for you, the 7-yarder, I mean, that play doesn't happen if you just don't wait up for a second and then cut to that backside, right?
You had to go. I seen it. So that was just one that you just hit.
Yeah.
Just hit and go.
Exactly. And then, the 60-yard touchdown run for you. My goodness, some great moves in the open field and some great downfield blocking. Talk about that play for a moment. What did you see from the outset there?
As soon as I broke leverage and I saw that, it was just nothing but grass. It was just a wonderful feeling, and I knew if I beat that safety, then it was just me. Then the fact that I had Carlos Smith and Derek Stiles out there with me, it just felt even better as soon as I scored that touchdown. So that was a very special moment.
I was talking about the receivers with Coach Garfield, and he says that it's just their natural instinct to block. That they have emphasized it in the past, but it's just expected of the receivers here. Do they do a good job of that here?
They do a great job here, and I give a lot of props to them for doing the jobs that they do, because catching and receiving and getting the yards that they get after that, but at the same time, their blocking skills are amazing. So I appreciate them for what they do.
We're talking with Karltrell Henderson here, and Karltrell, you didn't get to play your first couple years here at Southwestern Oklahoma State. Was that, I'm sure it was frustrating for you. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I'm sure it was frustrating. What was that process like for you, and how excited are you to be now contributing on this team?
As I just think about it, I just really appreciate it. I prayed about it, and I just stayed patient and kept my head on straight. And I'm thankful to be a part of this program, and I'm thankful for the seniors that I have this year. And the fact that I'm contributing to this team is just more amazing. So I just thank God and the teammates that I have here to just keep us going.
Well, we're really excited for you too, and we're enjoying watching you play, and all the backs for that matter. And I know it's a tough position. You had Karltrell. You had Tallow go out a couple weeks ago with that knee, and he's not going to be back this year, sadly. And then last week, a little bit of trouble with Kenneth as well. So, but you guys just have a stable of backs back there. How about the job that Kwame did last week, coming in and spelling you?
Kwame did a good job. I was, as soon as Kwame became a member of the running back crew, it was just amazing because he has a different type of energy to him. And the fact that he scored his touchdown, that probably was his best moment. Seeing him just take off, that was a special moment for me, being on the sideline watching him, but at the same time seeing him as a running back do something that that's him. That's his inner. He went in his little beast mode then.
Well, we enjoyed seeing it. Can't wait to talk to him down the line.
Oh, yes.
Beating Ouachita Baptist, what does that mean? I mean, you've seen how your team has struggled against a very good squad in the Tigers over the last few years. What does it say about this program that you're able to take on that team and really assert yourselves against them?
That we're here to make a statement. We last year around this time that we lost to, I think it was 54-27, but at the same time, the seniors this year came into this game saying that this is not how it's going to be. This is our night, and we're not going to lose this game. We're going to give it all we got, and we're going to do our jobs and be successful in this game.
Henderson State has been the kind of the bell cow of this conference over the first 4 years. They've been the team that's gotten the most love, and for a lot of reasons, because they've been, overall, they've had the best record. They've been the best team out there. Mm-hmm. Southwestern beat them on the road back in 2011, but hasn't had much success there. What do you think about this Henderson State team and this matchup on Saturday? What are you expecting?
I'm expecting a good game, but at the same sense, if we do our job and win the day throughout this week and come out game day, we'll be successful.
All right, Karltrell, thanks so much for your time, man. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome back into SWOSUathletics.com. I'm John Liddle, talking with Trevon Hartfield, senior cornerback for the Southwestern Bulldogs. Trevon, thanks for talking with us, buddy.
Appreciate you.
Hey, big game last week for your guys. Big game for you. Cause a fumble. Come up with several big plays defensively as well. What was the emotion for you playing against a top team like that, and really, I guess, just executing your game last week?
I kind of look forward to things like that.
Yeah.
Looking forward to big teams coming into our hometown, into the dog pound, and just putting it on them.
Is that how the team views this game against Henderson State this week, as another big opponent?
Yeah, I think everybody's kind of excited to go down to Henderson State. Haven't beat them since 2011, and get a big win on the road. So
That'd be really good. You know, and their passing game, you know, what they've done over the last few years has been really epic, and they're still, evidently this has turned into a passing league, because they're still averaging like 274 through the air a game, but that's only 8th best in the league somehow. I don't know how that works, but I know it's something you've got to respect this week. So what do they do well in the passing game? What do you got to worry about?
they throw a lot of short routes and try to turn them into big plays. I mean, I think if we can just keep them there where they catch it, keep everything in front of us, and don't let anything bust loose, we should be all right.
Do you feel like that's a strength of yours in particular?
Yes, sir. I think short routes, easiest things to guard, so just make sure you make the tackle and live to fight another down.
Well, a lot of cornerbacks out there don't have your size, and so, yeah, I don't want to say they're scared to make the tackle, but maybe not physically capable as much as a guy like yourself. So how much do you like being able to play that corner spot and kind of hold your edge?
It's fun, because most of the time you see receivers line up with corners, and corners are 5'8", 5'9", 170 pounds. And I kind of look across and say, you know, I'm a little bigger than you are, so I have the edge a little bit, so it's fun.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, of course, a great gunner on special teams as well, so you know he's got that edge. Well, Trevon, let's go into your history a little bit, because it's a long and winding road to SWOSU football 2015 and playing cornerback on this team. Let's start in Watauga, Oklahoma, where you're a football star, you're a basketball star. Did you run track too?
Yes, sir.
And I thought I remembered seeing your name on the track stats as well. And then out of high school, I'm sure you had several options. What was that choice like as you tried to decide, well, what am I going to do with my athletic career?
It was kind of a crazy path. Had basketball offers, football offers, a couple track offers, and just really sat back and talked to my parents, with my family and stuff, and wanted to decide what I wanted to do. And I honestly hated football coming out of high school, and went and played college basketball, and realized how much I didn't like that either, and realized how much I missed football, and went to Southern Nazarene and played there a couple of years, and realized that wasn't the place for me, and glad I'm a Bulldog now.
Absolutely. Well, we're glad you're here too. You know, what do you think it was that you missed?
I think I didn't realize how fun it was to go out there underneath the lights, the contact, the physicality of the sport, the passion for it. Just sometimes you don't realize how much you love something until it's gone, you know. So, and I think it definitely hit home for me. So,
absolutely. Well, you know, as you're trying to pack the rest of your career into just, you know, one season, and hopefully it's a very, very long season. But how have you approached that mentally coming in? How did you approach that in the off season, preparing for it, and then now that it's here, how are you approaching each game here?
Playing every game like it's my last, and also understanding having a 2-year layoff of the whole transferring situation, and even getting my grades back right and stuff like that. Just understanding that it can be gone really quick, and just playing every game like it's my last, and playing as hard as I can, and playing for the guys next to me more than anything.
Absolutely. Well, what are the future plans? Like we said, we just want to take it one game at a time right now. But what are the plans for you in the future? What are you concentrating on here in school, and what are you hoping to do?
I will graduate with my marketing degree in May, and hopefully have a good enough year this year and have an opportunity to go play somewhere at a level higher than this. So we'll see.
Absolutely. Well, you certainly have the size. You seem to have the speed and the skill as well. Have you learned from some guys that that you know that have tried that, kind of what the process is and what you try to do once your season is over to get noticed?
Yes, sir. I have a few buddies. Actually, a buddy from East Central last year got picked up by the Chicago Bears. Spoke with him. Have a good friend from Kingfish, Oklahoma, plays for the Oakland Raiders now. And the process of it, I mean, it's long. It's very political. But, I mean, more than anything, I'm focused on this year right now and just having a good year with the team that I'm with right now. So.
Well, we look forward to seeing what the future holds in store for you. When I say future, I mean this week and what's to come for SWOSU football. Thanks so much, Trevon. We appreciate your time, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Trevon Hartfield, cornerback for the Southwestern Bulldog football team. He and the Bulldogs travel out to Henderson State to take on the Reddies this week. Big matchup. It's a 2 o'clock kickoff. If you can't make it all the way to Arkadelphia, make sure to tune into the pregame show at 1 o'clock. And then, of course, the kickoff at 2. We'll bring it to you on 95.5 The Coyote. I'm John Liddle for SWOSUathletics.com.